getting molested. Like we were talking about in the group about the Spanish word molestar, means to bother. Oh, that's a lot of snow. Well, let's look at what's going on. Look at that, man. That's awesome. I don't know how long that's been there. Long time, big boy. But the fun part is this. Hold on, some tripod action. Here we go. Yeah. These E-Rides pedals are great though. Except for the one that's stuck on. Looking pretty good. Hey Siri, play Fragments by Diorama.
I'm Missing Fragments by Diorama, now playing on Apple Music.
Bastard. This is not the track, this is the album. Garbage.
These gentle demons enchant your head. Don't make you weary.
This song is called Avatars.
Don't make you sad. Don't ever blame you for rushing on into the pitfall, the failing dawn. Stalking. Talking. About the end point, the final war, the dropping anchor, the curtain call.
Watch out for that giant pole.
The endless naming, the sweet escape, the gradual blackout, assuming shape.
Let me play the song of my people though. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Bathe in the light of freedom fakers. Bathe in the light of perished stars. The light of brilliant manipulators. In the end, a dying breed of avatars. Stalking.
it on wide. I swear I was looking at the screen. I saw myself as a tiny pixel in the front screen of the GoPro 11. Thank you again, Francisco. I'm sorry for not making videos lately. It can't have felt nice to buy me a GoPro and then I stopped making movies. So just know that I do appreciate it a lot. I have just needed some time to just be. Here's this thread. An old one. Mike's EX30 confiscated by the police. I logged onto the forum today because I wanted to do some speed calculations for the ET Max. I don't need the forum for that, but I wanted the pulling tests. Now I'm staring at the screen wondering if I have wide mode on so that you get a nice wide angle view and me as a tiny pixel in the middle. But blah blah blah, this thread, blah blah blah, and so on. And then here we go. Does anybody know what has happened to Mike? His YouTube channel is one of my absolute favorites. Thank you, thank you. That is very touching. He is my favorite EUC YouTuber. It's not about money or views, just writing, talking with enthusiasm about EUCs in life. His videos are really unique. They're in the middle of winter. Could be a contributing factor. Well, you know, riding to work in the dark and riding home from work in the dark. Yeah. And then we got Planemo. One of the guys says, I don't know how he manages 2 jobs and films and edits the video for so many years. I would have been burnt out after a month. That's my secret. I'm always burnt out. And then Planemo, not to mention an uncanny ability to rapidly attract rather nice Swedish women. Maybe he's just worn himself out. And speaking of vacuums, we better start riding in vacuums because the way wheel development is going now, when people have started looking at the lift speed for the ET Max of 225 kilometers an hour or 140 miles an hour, because people are playing around and putting the field weakening at max. And they're putting the field weakening at the max, which will give you a 30% wheel rotation increase. Cars. When we get to wheelies, I've always had this little thing about going up the other section of the ramp backwards. Just gotta watch out for people. Coffee Talks. Hi, I'm Mike and welcome to Coffee Talks. Man. Stupid. I need 2 covers. 50 cents, big boy. 50 cents coffee. She gave it to me for free. I was just gonna buy cigarettes because I was drinking coffee at home and she says, aren't you gonna have a coffee? I'll give you a free coffee. I'm like, oh, that's super cute of you. Thank you so much. Pays to leave the house, man. People give you coffee. Hey Siri, headlight.
Okay, done.
I'm so happy that worked, or I'd be here like a fool on this thing, talking to my phone and nothing happening. Or it doing something ridiculous, like calculating top speed based on lift speed with 30% speed increase from field weakening. But we'll talk about that in a second. Because cars. charming. So, you know, getting a comment like so uplifting, I thought that was really nice. And it reminded me, you know, that there are some things that I really like, there are some things that are very meaningful to me. And what happened and what I noticed is as I take those things away, I take away pieces of myself. But yeah, that's awesome. Let's talk about field weakening then. So wheels like the Patton, the Lynx, the Sherman S, they use what we call the high speed mode, which is magnetic field weakening, and the speed increase is around 14%. So, you know, everything just spins 14% faster at the top end, at the low end, at the potato end. Well, not at the low end, because at the low end magnetic field weakening is not active. It's active at a certain speed, and that speed is maybe around 30, a little over 30 miles an hour on a wheel like the Sherman S. And then it will kick into field weakening, and then you'll get whatever potato less torque and push into it, but you will reach a higher speed at the cost of higher amps, but also higher efficiency and less voltage, or maintaining the voltage but getting some higher speed. But ultimately, you know, what we said when we were talking about the speed mode is that it pulls more amps, but it's not just pulling more amps. It's weakening the field. It's not keeping the strength of the field and pulling more amps. It's weakening the field. So you have the magnets, you know, they're doing this, and you got the magnets that are shaped like that, and following the magnets with a certain strength between them. And with field weakening, there will be less strength between them. Things will spin faster, and since this is percent, and we have the Bigode app update that allows you to get wheels that are capable of magnetic field weakening, and you can play with the intensity of the field weakening. So now we have people doing lift tests with max field weakening, and max field weakening doesn't give a 14% speed increase, it gives around a 30% speed increase. So that's twice as much field weakening as what is being used in the Librachem wheels, and twice what was the original Bigode magnetic field weakening setting that was just an on and off setting, which came out first for the EX30, aka the infinite wheel spinner. You can take away 15% from the 30% of the field weakening, so just take away 15%, and then you can take away 25% for the rider, and then you can take away 10% for the speed correction, because we know how that works. Like when the EXN came out with a green motherboard, first it was announced as 106 kilometers an hour free spin, and then when it came out it was 96 kilometers an hour free spin. People complained, and Bigode got the EXN, and they just inflated the numbers in firmware so that people got the number 106. It didn't mean it went faster. It just meant that it overestimated the speed. So people got their number, problem solved. People wanted it to say 106. Well, there you go. Now it says 106. Enjoy. Yeah, so work was intense there. September, October, November, December. Projects and stuff. Projects at Lannebo. You know, I've been working there for a little over a year now. It's cool. I'm finding a better balance. $92.49 volts. What does the Chang BMS say? It says it's waiting for data. Hey, little guy. Bastard. There. A delta of 8. Lovely. Lovely. That's a good delta. Cells are nice and healthy. Hey Siri, what's the weather like?
It's currently cloudy and -4 degrees.
-4. Look at that. Okay. Look at this cute dog. Look at this cute dog coming. Look at him go. Hey, cutie. And that's how I met your mother. All right, let's go. Hey Siri, play Patchwork by Diorama.
Now playing Patchwork by Diorama.
Really loud. It's -4 C Celsius. Don't you worry. God damn it.
You don't say. There's something about you. You want to play. That's something in me. You don't say. I spent my lifetime looking like you. And now I'm finally home again. In my patchwork of uncountable tiny missing fragments.
Did he say fragments? Fragments?
Don't say. There's something about you. Something crazy. A viable concept. Take me away. Why make up excuses? Where you don't say.